It just might be the greatest sports franchise in the history of sports. A place where legends are made, and there's always something to talk about. Get ready to immerse yourself in pinstripes. Start spreading the news, hosted by Paul Semendinger and E.J. Fagan, a couple of doctors with a prescription for Yankee fever. And now, here's Dr. Paul Semendinger and Dr. E.J. Fagan. Get ready to start spreading the news.
And here we are, Dr. Paul Semendinger, and it's just me tonight. I am recording this on Sunday night rather than going live on Monday evening. I hope that in 2 weeks, maybe on Memorial Day, EJ and I will once again go live, but my Monday evenings are and have been packed. I'm going to be in meetings tomorrow night, probably till 10 p.m., and I probably won't get home till about 10:30, and probably the same thing will happen the week after. So I'm back to recording and trying. I know EJ does the Bronx Beat podcast on Sundays, and trying to figure out Sundays, it's just difficult. So I had a few moments and I said, I better get the Start Spreading the News program recorded. So here we are. Of course, this is part of the Start Spreading the News Yankees site. Whoops, I gave the wrong site there, the wrong thing there. Go to startspreadingthenews.blog for the best Yankees coverage. No one else covers the Yankees as well as we do. We don't have any big networks backing us. We do it all ourselves, but we put up articles every single day at 6 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, at 2 o'clock. There's always a game thread. It's amazing what we do. We've had millions and millions and millions and millions of page views since we started way back in 2017. Reminder also that this show is brought to you by Artemisia Publishing. That's right, Artemisia Publishing, one of the best publishers in this country, an independent publisher who does things the right way. They have a plethora of books, including a number of books written by me, including the motivational 365.2, Going the Distance, the greatest novel ever written, Scattering the Ashes, the least among them, Roy White's book, From Compton to the Bronx, and I still need to get a better graphic for this, The Greatest New York Yankees by Uniform Number. Check out apbooks.net. We also are going to have a new company with us, a new sponsor, FOCO. FOCO, who does so many great items across the spectrum of sports. They advertise on Start Spreading the News, the Yankees site, but they have given me this box. It's a brand new item, and I said, why don't you send me a copy of the brand new item, and I'll open it on the program, and we'll see what it is. It's some type of Martian or something like that. A little tiny item that they said they can send me. And I said, I think it would be fun if we did it on the site. So we'll do that. And we'll do that in a minute. But first, let's talk Yankees baseball. All right. The Yankees just had a miserable weekend. They had a miserable weekend in Milwaukee. Playing the Milwaukee Brewers, it did not go well. On Friday night, the Yankees lost 6-0. On Saturday, they lost 4-3, a walk-off win by the Milwaukee Brewers. And then on Sunday, they lost 4-3. Those were the Brewers' first two walk-off wins of the year. So the Yankees were rolling. They were doing great things. They were winning at an amazing and exciting pace, and then they ran into the Milwaukee Brewers. So does that mean we are now going to bemoan, complain, and talk about all the things that are bad about the Yankees? No, not yet. We know all the things that are bad about the Yankees. My biggest complaint for a long time, and Tim Cable writes about this a lot on Start Spreading the News, and he and I agree wholeheartedly on this, is the fact that when the Yankees are winning, they can never, Aaron Boone, can never really explain why. When they're doing great, they have great pitching, they have clutch hitting, and things seem to happen. He just goes, yep, we're winning. It's good. The guys are going out there and battling. And then when they lose, he never seems to be able to explain why. Well, we're going to go out there. It's just in front of us. The guys are battling. It'd be nice if the Yankees had a manager who is able to articulate why the wins come and why the losses come, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. Let's go to that 6-0 ball game. And in that 6-0 ball game, the Yankees struck out 14 times. 14 Yankee batters struck out. Then the next day, they lost 4-3 in 10 innings. And in that game, 15 Yankees struck out. And then today, which is Sunday, in today's game, oh, come on, give me the box score, please. It's supposed to give me the full box score. Here we go. 10 Yankees struck out. If you're having that many strikeouts per game, you're not going to win very many ball games. That's just a fact. The Yankees need to put the bat on the ball and put the ball in play. Some of the other problems that the Yankees have are showing up again. Trent Grisham is hitting 178. Now, EJ and I, when we're together, we debate and have debated Trent Grisham. I understand StatCast, and I understand hard hit balls and WOBA and ex-WOBA and all that kind of stuff. Like, this is what the guy's batting average should be based upon how hard he's hitting the ball and things like that. But have you noticed that every year there's conversations like this, that this player's underperforming his WOBA or he's overperforming his WOBA? I would love for someone to get a in-depth analysis of what is the true predictability, the true predictive factor that WOBA gives us. Does WOBA truly let us know what's about to happen or what should happen? Or is it just, this is how hard he hits the ball, but they're not falling? Or this is how soft he hits the ball, and they are falling? I don't know. It seems like every year there's players we talk about, and they're like, well, as WOBA says he should be doing better, so he should do better. And then they never do. It's a problem, as far as I see. Trent Grisham's on-base percentage is .303, and that was the Yankee leadoff hitter today. If your leadoff hitter has a .303 on-base percentage, odds are you're not going to win very many games. Ben Rice has come back. He was injured for a bit and missed a few games, and he has come back, and maybe he's injured. Maybe he's holding, like something back. But since he's come back, we have the games of, all right, the 8th and 9th. Baseball Reference hasn't updated today's game. But on the 8th, he went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. On the 9th, he went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. And then I just have to look at it a little bit differently this time. And today, he went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Ben Rice was doing so well that you have to assume that something's not right. Did the Yankees rush him back? Well, it sure seems that way. He's not hitting at all. And then Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is great. We know he's great. But for the season, he's still only hitting .267. He has not gotten going yet. And the Yankees need him to be better than that. So you're seeing the problems with the Yankee offense. Cody Bellinger's doing fine, but then your number 5 hitter is Jazz Chisholm. He's hitting 207. 207. I mean, we're not really talking small sample size anymore. We're talking, what's 26 and 15? 41 games, right? Yeah. 41 games into the season. Ryan McMahon, who's had a couple of big hits, had a big RBI single in the 10th inning in the game they lost on Saturday. He's still hitting only 218. JC Escara is hitting 195. Austin Wells is hitting 183. This just isn't good. It's just not good. The Yankees really, when they're winning, but I mean, there's a lot of holes in that lineup, and that's a concern. The other concern is the Yankee bullpen has looked terrible. In this Milwaukee series, the bullpen has looked terrible. And, you know, a lot of people saw this coming before the season. I can only pull up the stats, not including today's game, but it's most of these guys because the only relief pitchers who pitched today, well, actually, there were a whole bunch. It was Bird, Blackburn, Cruz, Hill, and Bednar. So I don't have the absolute up-to-date numbers on these guys because Baseball Reference hasn't updated it. But you're not looking at really great pitching. Jake Bird has an ERA plus under 100. Guys who've also pitched for the Yankees, Camilo Duvall's ERA plus is 71. It's just, I mean, there's some guys who are looking pretty good. Brett Hedrick, but he gave up a big home run. He has a 251 ERA plus. That's not sustainable. Tim Hill has been looking really good, but then he made a boneheaded play and he threw to the wrong base the other night. I think the Yankees, sooner than later, are going to have to address their bullpen. And maybe the way to address the bullpen, and I've been saying this for years, is to look at their big prospect, Spencer Jones, and say, maybe it's time that we trade him. I understand a lot of people are excited about him, but, and I gave these numbers the other day, across his career, he's played in 551 professional games plus college. And he struck out 736 times. 551 games, 736 strikeouts. That's just not sustainable. That's not a bunch of numbers that make you say this guy's going to have success at the major league level. Now, the truth is, I think most teams realize that, and I think the Yankees even realize that. I think fans don't. I think a lot of fans are hoping, as we all are, on Spencer Jones. I spent a lot of the Dr. Sem show talking about this the other day. You know, people are saying, well, he could be the next Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge struck out a lot. So, and he's a big, tall guy with a lot of power. So Spencer Jones is a big, tall guy with a lot of power who strikes out a lot. So he's going to become the next Aaron Judge. And it just doesn't work that way. That's what wishes are built on. And reality isn't wishes. Reality is reality. So the Yankees, I think, need to find a little more offense. I don't think Spencer Jones is going to provide it. And they also need to get some arms in that bullpen. They have to figure this out sooner than later. And really, they need it sooner because they've just lost 2 games because the bullpen couldn't finish out the Brewers. The Brewers bullpen was tremendous. The Brewers bullpen just shut the Yankees down game after game after game this series. The Yankee bullpen did not. All right, so let's take a little break here. Let's do something a little different. Let's bring up our new sponsor, FOCO. And for the first time ever on the Start Spreading the News show, we are going to unbox an item. So I'm cutting the label here. And let's take a look at what we have in the box. Oh, let me cut here too. Don't want to hurt the item, so I'm just cutting the tape. Yeah, there's people who do this for a living. They do these unboxing shows. Well, let's see what happens here. Our first ever unboxing. It's a pink box from FOCO. And, oh, see, it doesn't even tell you what's inside. Here's the FOCO label. There it is. All right. And there are all these different Yankee, I don't know what you'd call them. They're like Martians. Here's a list of what you might get. Collect them all. There's a bear and a cow. They're dressed in these funny outfits. There's a dino and a duck and a unicorn and a secret thing. What is the secret thing? Collect them all. And this one is what they call a blind box. So they don't even let you know what's in this box. It's the blind box. So let's see what these things look like. They're kind of fun. They're animals dressed up and they kind of look like Martians. Yankee apparel. They do a good job taping these things. So you can't just open them. Packaging, always great. And we pull the little tape off. We open up the tab and, oh my goodness, still a mystery. Here we go. One more time with the scissor. All right. Just for fun, remember you can get a whole bunch of different things. A bear, a cow, a dino, a duck, or a unicorn. I'm going to say it's the bear. And of course, then there's the mystery animal, whatever that is. I'm going to say it's the bear. Here we go. For the first time ever on the Start Spreading the News program. And it is. Oh, look how cute he is. All right. These are cute. These are fun. It is a bear. I am right. That was just a lucky guess. He's wearing overalls. He's got a little pouch. He's got these two little buttons. Kind of reminds me of corduroy if he didn't have a button. That, my friends, is a great little item. It's a keychain like type of apparatus here. So you can hang them on, if it's a kid, you hang it on a backpack or something like that. These are actually a whole lot of fun. I like them a lot. This is the item. That is the bear. I made a lucky guess. You can see that he has overalls. Very, very fun. So thank you, FOCO, for sharing that great item with us. And I hope many people go out and decide to say, you know what, I need to go to FOCO and I need to get some of these great items. All right, so let's talk a little more Yankees now. And instead of focusing on the bad, let's focus on the good. When we talk about OPS plus is a number that if it's 100, it's someone who's league average, and any amount that you're over 100 is significantly better. 101, not so great. 110, pretty good. 150, really good. Which Yankees this year are doing really, really well, according to OPS. Now, remember, again, this does not include Sunday's game because Baseball Reference was not updated. Ben Rice, 208. That'll be under 200, I assume, after another 0 for 4, but he is tearing it up. My friends, I am hoping that Ben Rice, as we all are, but I am really hoping that Ben Rice is for real. He seems like a really good guy. He's a very likable player. And, it would be fun if he could just be the Yankee first baseman for the next good long while. Now, one of the things, though, I want to be negative here, but he's not a young kid. He's 27. So it's not like he's 23 or 24 and he's doing this. He's 27. It took him a while to get here to the big leagues. Who else is having big years? Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger's OPS plus is 146. Bellinger, there was a stat during the game on Saturday that says of all left-handed hitting batters since the beginning of 2005, he has the highest batting average. He's been the most productive hitter against left-handed pitching. And for a left-handed hitter, that's a great thing. He's already got 2.3 WAR. And if you don't think that's significant, 2.3 WAR is also what Aaron Judge has accumulated this year. Judge's OPS plus is 181. All right. So leading the league with 15 homers. He had 29 runs batted in, leading the league also with 34 runs scored. Other Yankees with positive OPS pluses, Ahmed Rosario, 123. And Paul Goldschmidt, 131. The strength of the Yankees really has been their starting pitching. The starting pitching has been pretty amazing. Outside of today's game, again, can't count today's game where Carlos Rodon had his first start, but you look at ERA plus, same thing applies. If it's over 100, that's good. Max Fried at 146 is terrific. Will Warren at 124 is very good. Ryan Weathers at 141 is very good. Really excellent. And Cam Schlittler at 316. 5-1 with a 1.35 ERA. And if I ask the question right now, what Yankee is leading the team in WAR? The answer, which might surprise you, is Cam Schlittler at 2.4 WAR. How about that? Now let's look at Rodon's numbers from today. He lasted 4.1 innings. He allowed 2 hits. He walked 5. That's concerning. Struck out only 4. And he allowed 3 runs, all earned. So, all right, I think the Yankees might have rushed him back a little bit because they need Carlos Rodon, but his performance wasn't exactly spectacular. The Yankees have to hope that he builds strength and he builds effectiveness going forward. So now the Yankees will be, let's get their schedule up here, bouncing around between a lot of screens today. The Yankees now will go to Baltimore. They will play 1, 2, 3 games against the Orioles. The Toronto's in last place. So the Orioles. And then they're on the road in New York City next weekend to play the Mets for 3 games. Then they come home, which they're still in New York City, to play the last place Toronto Blue Jays for 4. And then a really exciting series for Memorial Day weekend. They're playing the Tampa Bay Rays, who just don't seem to lose, at Yankee Stadium for 3 games. So that basically takes us right up through Sunday, May 24th. We'll see how the Yankees bounce back after getting swept by the Milwaukee Brewers. And we'll see if they can't do something with that bullpen. And we'll see if they can figure out a way to get more of their hitters productive. So, my friends, that's it for tonight. The Start Spreading the News Yankee site and Yankee podcast. Foco delivered this great little item. I recommend that you get a look at that. Enjoy yourselves. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll be back here again Saturday morning with the Dr. Sem Yankee Show. And hopefully in 2 weeks on Memorial Day, EJ and I can do this once again together, and we can provide some of EJ's commentary. But you can see many of EJ's Substack articles, which are also run on Start Spreading the News. Check us out at startspreadingthenews.blog. Articles every single day at 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and of course, then there's the game thread. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you here again real soon.